That I do another quick video. You never have to go broke, and I'm going to tell you why. It's funny because it's very easy to make money. Craigslist. Let's take Craigslist for instance. Basically, that whole saying, "Buy low and sell high." Yes, it works with everything. Um, all you have to do, we all have gifts, talents, or whatever, things that we're well versed in, likes, dislikes. Figure out your likes. Like, what type of things do you like? What are you well versed in? Are you a gamer? Are you good with video games? Game systems. I mean, do you know your game systems inside and out? The best games, the latest and greatest, the rare ones. Um, start out like that. That's how I started out, with just things that I like. Like I said, buy low, sell high. Go on Craigslist, browse through the ads. Different times of the month. People always, are looking for money. They always like, man, I wish I had some money. Wish I had some money. However, during days of the month, there's certain days or certain weeks that are, people are more desperate than other days. I figured that out since I've been buying and selling for quite a few years now. But on Craigslist, it's pretty easy. The beginning of the month, you know, um, I'd say the end of every month and the beginning of every month, people are broke. Credit card bills always seem to be due on the first of the month or the beginning of the month. Mortgages, beginning of the month. Rent, beginning of the month. It just seems like all of my bills are due by the beginning of the month, or you pay them, that last week of the month because they're due by the beginning of the month. So people are just basically broke, just all month long. But some weeks are better than others. So I always see that it's the end, beginning of every month. And, I mention that because during those time periods, people are more likely to part with their belongings um, for less money. They're willing to take less money, or I should say, they're willing to sell their items for less money. Um, when they're desperate. People need to make rent and pay bills and everything and eat. So yeah, so I say that because, if you're well versed in video games, browse through the video game section on Craigslist. If you see people selling, whatever it is they're selling, they may have a price on it. Yeah, I'm selling such and such for $50. People on Craigslist, what I've learned is that, if they sell on there regularly, and even if they don't, if they're desperate, they're going to go down on their price. I've noticed that with almost everything. Don't be scared to ask. Text these people. You don't even have to talk to them. I'm not much of a talker, um because I don't like people to know that I'm a woman. I'll explain that in another video. So whenever I'm wheeling and dealing, I do it by text and email. So, talk them down. I mean, don't insult them completely. If they're asking for $50 for their item, don't offer them 10 or $20. Just go a little low. Say, hey, I got if something's $55, be like, hey, I got $40 cash right now and I can meet with you today for your such and such. They either say yes or no, or they'll be like, hey, lowest I can go is 45 or 50 for it. And then, if it's something that that you can sell elsewhere for more money, go ahead then, schedule a meeting place, in a public place and meet up with them or whatever. But it's not just video games. Just check out all of the categories of Craigslist. I buy broken laptops and used laptops. I buy low on Craigslist, and then I sell high, you know, on online. And sometimes, I just recently incorporated selling at flea markets too. I know it sounds dirty, grimy, dingy, but check out my other videos because there's definitely money to be made at flea markets. So you don't even have to buy on Craigslist just to resell online. You can, have a yard sale yourself. You can relist the items on Craigslist or wherever else, for a higher price. But just check everything out, get a feel for it. And if you want to buy on Craigslist to resell on eBay, do a completed listing search on eBay, to find out what actually sold and, for whatever amount. And, once you get a knack for that, and you can go on Craigslist, you don't even have to search. You can put up an ad on Craigslist and be like, this is what I do. I buy broken laptops. I can pay cash today, or I buy broken, used iPhones and, iPads or whatever, put ads up, in, those certain sections, electronic section, cell phone section, computer section, so you can place your own ads, you can respond to ads that people have up. But I mean, there's a saying that says everything is for sale. you know it is basically on Craigslist. You can find anything, and you can also resell it. People are always on eBay. Millions and millions and millions of people are on eBay. So it's a great venue to keep in mind. But yeah, just with anything you get, just try to get it like for the cheapest price possible, and do your research, find out what the going price for it is, and then sell it at that going price, or a little higher. But when you're trying to get items off of Craigslist, emphasize to these people, hey, I got X amount of cash right now and can meet with you today. You know, that's the best thing, because they're broke and they need money quick. So got to make sure you're quick. If you're responding to ads that are already up there, you got to get out there quick because, like I said, they're desperate, broke, hungry, need a roof over their head, and they're going to sell their item to whoever gets there first, no matter how many times they say, okay, I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to save it for you. Get an address to meet them at. It's better to be proactive. Don't wait for them to say, don't ask them, oh yeah, so where do you want to meet or whatever. No, tell them, figure out what area they're in. Go to Google Maps if you're not familiar with the area. Be like, hey, I can be at McDonald's on 21st and Hines Street at 5 o'clock. You know, let them know. Don't give them the whole thing of blah, 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 or whatever, because, mess around. They take forever. People don't respond to emails and texts right away. So just put all that in place right then and there and get there and get the item because they will sell it right away. I've had someone show up in a parking lot, in the parking space, like 2 seconds before I did. I was trying to get a computer from a guy from a computer repair shop, and I didn't really know the area. I thought I did, was too lazy to put it in my GPS. By the time I got there, the man was walking out with the damn computer that the man said he was going to hold for me. So just be quick and remember, buy low, sell high with anything. All right. Have a good day. Bye.